Why is an origin story. It's why we get out of bed in the morning, and it's why people care. It's this deep-seated purpose, cause, or belief. It's a spark inside of us. And it's present all the time. It's different than motivation. Inspiration is different than motivation. Inspiration is this little thing that burns inside of us, sometimes brighter, sometimes dimmer, but it's always there. And it's where we go to for that internal strength.
I've known a lot of people that were very successful because no one else believed in them. But I don't know anybody that's ever been successful if they didn't believe in themselves. See, you can be successful if other people don't believe in you. You can overcome those odds and that opposition. But if you don't believe in yourself, no way. You just aren't going to make it.
I've always been told how average I can be. Always been criticized about being average. But I want to tell you something. I stand here before you, before all of these people, not listening to those words, but telling myself every single day to shoot for the stars, to be the best that I can be. Good enough isn't good enough if it can be better, and better isn't good enough if it can be best.
You got people that know sports through and through, and to the public, they're public success, but behind closed doors, they're private failure. They can't give the same energy and the same passion to every aspect of their lives. Like to the thing they're passionate about, they can do it like no other. But in every aspect of their lives, they can't take that energy, that passion, that level of dedication and commitment to everything that they do and understand that it's a representation of who they are. When you look at Adidas, you know impossible is nothing. When you look at Nike, you think just do it. And so I always ask people, when I look at you, what do I think? Excuses. Like when I look at you, do I think victory? Do I look at you, do I think, man, that's a champion right there. That's a guy that I know I can rely on. And when things go south, he's still going to show up and give me everything he got. I told a guy 2 weeks ago, I said, brother, everybody know what to do when everything go right.
You can't just say you want it. You can't watch the video and say, I want it as bad as I want to breathe. It's cute to say it. But when it's showtime, when the sun comes up, you've got all the books, you've got all the tapes, you've got all the access. Now it's time to hunt. And what separates you from everybody else is that when it's time to hunt, you're ready to hunt.
Life is not easy at all. There's going to be challenges. You're going to get beat down. That's the way life is.
The invisible prison of discipline. It keeps you from trying, keeps you from giving, keeps you from risking. So if you've been disappointed lately, this is what I want to tell you.
Look, I've failed many times, and you learn from those failures that it doesn't hurt as bad as you thought. You know, that you can bounce back, and then once you taste some success, you realize it doesn't matter how many times you failed.
Your mind thinks that who you are is your past story. So every time you do anything creative, at first your mind is going to do everything it can to sabotage you from being what you actually are, because you think what you are is your past. Are you getting me? So you don't want to think of your past, but that's what everyone's creating from and doing everything from.
All to run away from myself, and I didn't know that at the time. And I was given a pill to take in case I had another panic attack from someone. And I remember I was feeling panic on the 17th floor of a building, and I'm looking at this pill and I'm about to put it in my mouth. And a voice comes and says, before you run away from yourself, I want you to experience yourself. Something like this voice came, and I threw it away. I said, even if I experience my own death in this moment, I just want to experience it. And then from that day on, I said, no more running. Even if I'm feeling anxious, no more running from it. Even if I'm feeling panic, no more running from it. You know, no more running. There was no more running. You see, there was no more running. I had to look within. What is this anxiety about? What is this panic about? What is it that I'm so afraid of?
The moment you start feeling abundant and worthy, you are generating wealth. The moment you're empowered and feel it, you're beginning to step towards your success. The moment you start feeling whole, your healing begins. And when you love yourself and you love all of life, you'll create an equal. And now you're causing an effect.
You make yourself so
totally accountable for who you are. You focus on you and only on you. Because we leave a lot on the table, not searching who we are. And then therefore, you die not knowing your greatest potential.